Hi, this is Aunt Effie, and today we are looking at a book called The Wrong Family by Tarryn Fisher. This book was published in 2020, and the front of the book reads, "A Lifetime of Deadly Secrets, All Under One Roof, The Wrong Family." And the book does not disappoint. Here is a picture of the author. So here's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to give you a bit of the plot so that you know kind of how the book is introduced. And then I'm going to talk to you about what I found to be different about the book and in what ways I think it's interesting. So, Juno is a retired counselor, and we quickly learn that she is homeless. Winnie and her husband own a lovely home, and across the street from the home is some water, a pond, and they have a son named Sam. The child is like preteen age, maybe teen, but probably preteen. And Winnie and Nigel both work, and sometimes Sam comes home and he's alone for a while. Sometimes he just leaves the house for a little while and walks around the neighborhood, but he's across the street sitting on a bench. And that's how he meets Juno. So his parents, Winnie and Nigel, have a troubled marriage, and they both contributed to that. And the background of the marriage is incredible. There are lots of secrets that unfold in the book, and not all of them belong to Winnie and Nigel. As it turns out, Juno has secrets of her own. Well, we do get this hint of mystery that builds and changes throughout the book, and we also learn that something horrible actually occurred in the house years ago. So Juno meets this child, Sam, this young boy, and they're both sitting on a bench across from the pond, across the street, on a bench looking at the pond. And the boy initiates a conversation with her. She is homeless, and I'm not sure if the boy realizes that or not. She's been sleeping underneath a bush a little ways away from the bench. But a friendship is born. Juno happens to be a person that has a background in counseling. And she gets attached to the boy and really wants to help him. And she does talk to him a little bit, and he seems to feel better. So Juno watches the house. She sleeps in the bush across the street. She knows the family routine, and she knows the neighborhood routine. So when the time is right, each day, Juno enters the family home. Sam's family, the boy's family, the home of Winnie and Nigel, each day while they are gone. She soaks her aching bones in the bathtub. She makes tea. She drinks it fast. And she eats a few bites of leftovers that won't be missed. She's very good at cleaning up after herself, so she never gets caught. So we learn a lot of interesting information about Winnie and Nigel's history. Decisions are made in the past, resentments are built, concessions are made, and it brings us up to the present. One day, while June was there, someone is coming back into the house. She hears it, and she doesn't know what to do. She has to move very, very quickly, and she slips into a closet. Now, Juno has an awful lot of pain. She has old injuries. She's in a lot of pain from sleeping outside, and sometimes it's cold at night. And she also has pain from getting old and not having a lot of comforts. So I want to read you a little piece right now about when she hears this, because I found it to be quite exciting. The front door opened. Juno held her breath. She held still, everything so still. There was suddenly a whoosh of noise as traffic and other sounds filtered into the crouch house, into the closet where Juno was hiding. She thought she could feel a breeze on her ankles from under the door, but then it was gone and the door slammed shut. The sound of footsteps moving away from the closet and Juno. Light-footed steps, she noticed. Winnie. What she overhears while she's in the closet informs her that she is going to be in that closet for a long time. It's going to be days, and it's not going to feel good. And also, she's not very tough. She knows that if she gets caught, she is not going to be able to get away. She's not going to be able to run away. So as time passes, June feels a breeze in the closet down low. This is when June finds a crawl hole under the house. This is the day that June moves in under the house. So it's so exciting. It's so much fun. There are so many mysteries in this, and they all get solved in the end. And that's all I'm going to tell you today about the plot of the book. I found this book in one of those little free libraries that you see on the sidewalk in some towns. And oh my gosh, I had such a great time with it. It really held my interest all the way through. I absolutely love the idea of a counselor being friends with the family child and living under the house. Can you imagine? The counselor is constantly analyzing everything that she hears and coming to conclusions as she listens to the family live and love and argue with each other and how they resolve their issues. And oh my gosh, she can go upstairs while they're gone and read their diary. I mean, it's just incredible. So the book showed us also that an analysis could actually be misguided when it's conducted outside of a professional setting. And sometimes we can actually make things worse instead of better. So I absolutely loved it. And I think that's all I'm going to tell you about The Wrong Family. Tell me, have you read this book, or are you thinking about reading this book? If you've read it, what were your thoughts? If you're thinking about reading it, why? How did you stumble across it? Are you getting ready to go into a book club? What's going on? So if you're still here, will you please give me a thumbs up? I hope that you are reading something wonderful. I am. I'll say goodbye now, and have a lovely day.